Hello and welcome you all in the course of Probability and Statistics. I am your instructor Hardik Joshi. Now, in today's lecture, we should study, say, one of the concept in probability, say, namely regression. What is the regression and what is the importance of regression in the study of this precise course? So first of all, I have to recall you when we have to study the correlations. So correlation, that is the study of the relation among two variables. Which type of relation is exist among two variable x and y is known as correlations. But it does not interpret the exact precise amounts. Now if there is a say x, a particular 10 percentage rise in the one random variable x, then what is the precise amounts, whether there is an increment or decrement in second variable. Correlation just suggests if the random variable x is increased and random variable y is increased, that is both are increased simultaneously. Yeah, random variable x is decreased, random variable y is decreased, that is both are increased, yeah, both are decreased simultaneously, then it says that there is a strong positive correlation. If random variable x is increased, random variable y is decreased, yeah, vice versa, then there is a strong negative correlation. But it does not give the information what is the exact amount or what is the exact effect of one variable on the other variable. If there is a certain amount of increment in one variable, then there is a same amount of increment in second variable, yeah, decrements, yeah, what amounts. So to study the precise behavior, not the behavior, to study the exact relation, what amounts of one variable's effects on second variable is calculated by using this regression. So whatever I have to tell, just I have to mention here. So regression is the measure of the relationship between two or more variables. The statistical technique of estimating the unknown value of one variable, it may be dependent on the other variable independent, is called the regression analysis. How the typical value of dependent variable changes when one of the independent variable vary. Now to study this type of behavior is known as the regression. Correlation, I will recall you, correlation just gives the information. Whether one variable increase, second variable increase, decrease, this type of information is given. But it does not give the information in precise terms of data. So let's study the concept of regression with the help of this simple and basic example. Now the example one suggests that the given data, from the given data obtain the equation of two regression line. So these are the very basic concepts. We have to obtain the equation of regression line. Now why is two regression line? So if there are certain amounts of variation is occurring in x, what is its effects in y? So it's known as the regression line of x on y. Similarly, there is certain amounts of variation in y, then what is its effects on variable x? So it's known as regression line of y on x. So there are basically two regression line of x on y, regression line of y on x. Taking the deviation from the mean. So the data suggests that the random variable x is 32748, random variable y 61859. So this information is given. So definitely to come across what is the precise relation between these two variables, we have to take help of the statistical parameter. So we have to obtain the very basic quantity. What is sum of x, sum of y, sum of xy, sum of x square, sum of y square, total number of observations, etc. So so for sake of conveniency, we have to write down this table in form of first and second column. So x is 32748. Y, that is second row of the table, we have to write down second column of the table, 61859. Now here we have to conclude, or we have to obtain deviation from the mean. That is how much data is deviated from actual mean. So is represented by x minus x bar, because we know that x bar represents the mean, and this x minus x bar physically it's interpreted as the data, that is value x, is how much deviate from its original mean. So for precisely this cell, now for this we have to require the knowledge of x bar, that is the mean, and x bar is nothing, just sum of x upon n. So sum of x, that is 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 7 12, 12 plus 4 16 plus 8 24, and there are total how many data? 1 2 3 4 5. So x bar is 24 divided by 5. So is approximately 4 point something. So when you have to calculate this cell, we have to use the value of x is 3 and x bar is 24 by 5. So this can be obtained with the help of 3 minus 24 divided by 5. So we have to come arrive at negative 1.8. For this cell, value of x is 2. Remember, value of x bar is fixed, that is 24 by 5. That is 2 minus 24 by 5, so it leads negative 2.8. So on, 8 minus 24 by 5, so it leads 3.2. Similarly, when we have to add up this, that is negative 1.8 plus negative 2.8 plus 2.2 plus negative 0.8 plus 3.2, then we come arrive the sum of this particular x, and it leads 0. Similarly, y bar, that is 6 plus 1 7 plus 8 15 plus 5 20 plus 9 29, and again there are total 5 value of y. So y bar is 29 divided by 5, so is approximately 5 point something and is very nearest to 6. So when we have to obtain this value of y, we have to consider y is 6 minus 29 by 5, so we have to arrive at 0.2. For this value of cell, x is 1, y bar is 29 by 5. So 1 minus 29 divided by 5. So for this cell, we have to get the value of y is negative 4.8. And so on. For this last cell, say x is 9, y bar is 29 by 5. So 9 minus 29 by 5 leads 3.2. Sum of this particular column, 0.2 plus negative 4.8 plus 2.2 plus negative 0.8 plus 3.2. So its lead sum by is 0. Similar fashion, we have to obtain x square is nothing, just square of this particular column. So negative 1.8 square, so 3.24. Negative 2.8, so 7.84, and so on. Finally, when we have to find out the sum of this column, its lead sum of x square 26.8. We do not interpret this one, last two column, it can be obtained by using the similar manner. Y square is nothing, the sum of this particular square of this particular column, xy, that is the sum of this multiplication of this third and fourth column. Finally, we have to find out the sum of this particular second last and last column, and we have to arrive sum of y square is 38.8, sum of xy is 28.8. So regression equation, that is, or it can be said as regression line of x on y is represented by x minus x bar is equivalent to bxy into y minus y bar, where x bar and y bar are the mean of the random variable x and y is respectively. This bxy is the regression coefficient, and that can be calculated by using this formula. The regression coefficient bxy is equivalent to sum of xy, sum of y square. And this particular value, sum of xy, sum of y square, we have to obtain in the previous slide. So sum of xy is 28.8, sum of y square is 38.8. X bar we have to calculate 4.8, y bar is 5.8. So just by solving this particular equation, we have to come with the equation 1. That is the x is equal to 0.49 plus 0.74 y. Now here y is the independent variable and x is the dependent variable. When we have to assume some value of y, when we have to assume some value of y is 0, then we have to suddenly get the value of x is 0.49. That is, value of x is depends on value of y. So y is independent and x is dependent. Now x is depends on y, that's why is known as the regression line of x on y. So this equation 1 gives the precise information. If suppose we have to assume there is a 1% 1.2% increment in the random variable y, what is the exact amount of variation in the random variable x? So just nothing, you have to plug in y is 1.2, and when you have to plug in y is 1.2, definitely you have to come across some particular value of x, and you have to observe the precise variation of y on x. Same thing, we have to obtain the regression equation of y on x, and is equivalent by this equation y minus y bar is byx into x minus x bar, where byx is the regression coefficient and is equivalent sum of xy upon sum of x bar. For sake of convenience, I will suggest you to remember the regression coefficient bxy, y is the last suffix, so in denominator sum of y square. Byx, x is the last suffix, so in denominator sum of x square. Otherwise you maybe remember, okay. So just by plugging this regression coefficient, and we know the value of x bar and y bar, so we have to arrive at y minus 5.8 is equivalent 28.8 upon 26.8 into x minus 4.8. So just the simple calculation reads the y is equal to 0.66 plus 1.07x. So whatever variation is observed in one random variable x, then suddenly we have to find out its effects on the second random variable y. If the random variable x takes the value 0, then immediately we have to say that when x is 0, then random variable y takes the value 0.66. If the random variable x, say 1, 2, 3, 4, so if we have to increase the value of random variable x and we have to observe the value of random variable y, so definitely from the equation 2, if we have to increase the value of random variable x, so definitely we have to say that here middle sign is positive. So when we have to increase the value of x, definitely value of y is increased. So when x is increased, y is increased. So with the help of the flow chart, we have to say that if one random variable is increased, then second random variable is also increased, then there are strong positive correlations. This information is given by with the help of correlation. But what amount is increased? It's given by this second equation, and that can be obtained with the help of this regression concept. So we have to see that how the correlation and regression is widely used in the real life application. Let's see the second example. The number of bacterial cells per unit volume in a culture at different hour is given below. Say, these are very practical example. Say at initially, say x is equal to 0, we have to observe that the size of the bacterial cell is 43 units. Say after the increment of 1 hour, that is 1 hour, the size of the bacterial cell becomes 46 units from 43 units. After the completion of 2 hours, the size of the bacterial cells is 82 units. So Roughly we have to say that after 2 hours, that is size of the bacterial cells is double. After completion of 3 hours, the size of the bacterial cells is 98 units. After completion of 5 hours, the size of the bacterial cells is approximate 167 unit. Now up to the information says that completion of 9 hours, the size of the bacterial cell is 272 units. So this information is given in the question. On the basis of this information, our job is we have to calculate fetal regression line of y on x and x on y. That is, we have to find out both the regression line. Also, we are interested to estimate the size of the bacterial cell after the completion of the 15 hours. So see carefully in the table, the information gives the size of the bacterial cell at time t equal to 0 to after completion of 9 hours. On the basis of this information, we have to predict after completion of 15 hours what is the size of the bacterial cell. So we have to calculate regression line. Also we have to predict the size of the bacterial cell after completion of 15 hours. Also we have to find out one more quantity, that is the coefficient of correlation. That is to find out the value of small r. So to find out this, each of the quantity, let's move to find out one by one. So to find out each of the quantity, we have to first of all find out the statistical parameter, that is sum of x, sum of y, sum of xy, sum of x square, sum of y square, value of n. So for sake of conveniency, we have to write down the value of the given table is given in the form of table. So first row becomes the first column, second row of the table becomes the second column. X square is nothing, the square of the first column, that is 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, so on, 9 square is 81. Next, xy, that is nothing, just multiplication of first and second column. So 0 into 43, 0, 1 into 46, 46, 2 into 82, so it leaves 164. And in the same fashion, 9 into 272, so it leads to 2448. Similarly, y square can be obtained by using the square of this each and every particular quantity and plugging in particular cell. This last row is nothing, just is a sum of this particular column. That is, we know that the sum of the first 9 integers, that is sum of n, that is n plus 1 divided by 2. Plug in n, so 9 plus 1 divided by 2, so we have to come across sum of x is 45. Sum of y, that is 43 plus 46 plus 82 plus 98 and so on, 272. So we have to get sum of y, so 1488. Similarly, we have to find out sum of these last 3 columns. We have to come across sum of x square is 285, sum of xy is 8924. Similarly, we have to obtain sum of y square. So next we have to find out the regression line. But before find out the regression line, we have to obtain the regression coefficients, because regression coefficient is useful to obtain the regression line. So we have to write down the regression coefficient byx in terms of the statistical parameter. There are a variety of formulation is like this to calculate these regression coefficients. You have to use any of one of them just for your sake of convenience. So we have to consider regression coefficients is equivalent sum of xy minus sum of x, sum of y upon n upon sum of x square minus sum of x whole square upon n. And now we have to use the information gathered in the previous slide. So sum of xy is 8924, sum of x is 45, sum of y is 1488, and n, that is the information is given from t equal to 0, t equal to 1 to t equal to 9 hour. That is 10 data is given. So n is 10 upon sum of x square, that is 285, sum of x, that is 45 square, and there are total 10 data. So by simplifying this quantity, we have to immediately arrive the value of regression coefficient b by x. Now see here, that is a missing sign of equal to. So the regression coefficient b by x is approximately 27. On the same pattern, we have to obtain the regression coefficient bxy. It is nothing, just interchanging variable x and y. I am plugging the suitable value of statistical parameter in the previous slide. So you have to get the regression coefficient bxy is approximately 0.03. Now to obtain this regression coefficient, we have to take a help of this average x bar, that is sum of x upon n, that is 45 by 10, that is 4.5, y bar, that is sum of y upon n, that is 1488 divided by 10, that is 148.8. So next we have to calculate the first quantity, that is regression line of y on x. Remember, for sake of conveniency or student point of view, I have to again suggest you how we can remember the equation of regression line. The regression line y on x, that's why y is on left hand side and x is on right hand side. Y on x, that is y is first, x is second, so the regression coefficient is b by x. The regression line of x on y, so x minus x bar is on the left hand side portion and the coefficient y is on right hand side portion. Now regression line of x on y, so corresponding regression coefficient is bxy. So simply you have to remember in this manner the two regression line. So by plugging the value of x bar, y bar and the regression coefficients, you have to come across the regression line y is equal to 27.0061x plus 27.2726. So these are the regression line of y on x. Whatever value of x you have to assume, immediately you have to get the value of y, and it reflects the variation of x on the other parameter y. On the same pattern, we have to obtain the regression line of x on y. So we have to obtain x is equal to 0.366y minus 0.9461. So we have to obtain two regression line. So our first job is done. Now second job, we have to estimate the size of the bacterial cell after completion of the 15 hour. And in this question, the hour is defined by the variable parameter x. So we have to assume x is equal to 15. So just by plugging x is equal to 15 in this highlighted equation or the regression line of y on x. So when you have to plug in x is 15. So definitely we have to get the value of y, 432.36. So we have to easily predict after completion of 15 hours, the size of the bacterial cell is 432.36 unit. But as a practical point of view, the size, we have to calculate the size of the bacterial cell. That is, how much bacteria in the particular culture. So definitely it may take integer value. We have to say that there are 2 bacteria, 3 bacteria, 10 bacteria, 100. But we cannot say that there are 2.3 bacteria. Because when we have to deal with this type of real life example and we have to say that there are 2.3 bacteria, so it's meaningless. So here we have to estimate or consider the approximation, say after, or we have to interpret as after completion of 15 hours, the size of the bacteria is approximately 432 units. So our second job is also done. Now our third job, we have to find out the coefficient correlation R. And we know that the relation between the coefficient correlation R and the regression coefficients is given by this formulation: R is equal to square root of bxy into byx. These are the relation between regression coefficients and correlation. And in our previous second option, we have to obtain both the regression coefficient bxy and byx. So just plug in that value and taking the square root, we have to immediately arrive the value of R is 0.994. And we know that the value of R is 0.994. So is very nearest to positive 1 because it's 0.99. So we have to say that there are very strong positive correlations between the hour and the size of the bacterial cells. If the hour is increased, then there are, say, drastically increase in the size of the bacterial cells. So there is a very strong positive correlation. And now, just for better understanding, here we have to include the graphical interpretation. The x-axis represents the hour and y-axis represents the size of the bacterial cell. Now, at x is equal to 1, the approximate size of bacterial cells is 15. At x is equal to 2 is, say, approximately 90. And now at x is equal to 9, it's approximately between 250 and 300. So you have to see that as one variable x is increased, the second variable y is also increased. So from the graphical information, we have to also predict that or suggest that there are a strong positive correlation among these two variables, that is hour and the size of the bacterial cell. So thank you so much for paying your attention.